Alright, I'm here interviewing my partner and fellow raver, Joanne, and I have a few questions for you today just about your experiences with electronic music festivals and concerts overall.
So the first concert that I ever attended, it was a band by the name of Tool and Primus. It was in Houston, and I think I was 14. Pretty spectacular experience, and it got me hooked on live music for the rest of my life so far, at least. So the first EDM concert I went to actually wasn't too terribly long ago. It was an artist by the name of LS Dream, something something, and Enzo. It was three separate artists, but yeah, and it really rocked my music world entirely. I mean, I grew up a metalhead, and it was like, whoa, there's a whole another range of huge sonic exploration that I have just not even attempted to dive into yet. So the first EDM concert I went to actually wasn't too terribly long ago. It was an artist by the name of LS Dream, something something, and Enzo. It was three separate artists, but yeah, and it really rocked my music world entirely. I mean, I grew up a metalhead, and it was like, whoa, there's a whole another range of huge sonic exploration that I have just not even attempted to dive into yet. I guess what I really like about it is it's such a nice break from everyday life. You can kind of just get lost in the music and the frequencies, and when you're in it, there's nothing else around you except for the music, the stage, and everything that's there. So Blur to me is it's something that's kind of slowly being lost, but it's just when you're at a rave or when you're at a concert, really, I think it's something you can apply to your everyday lives, but just treat everybody with respect and make sure that they're okay, especially at events like that. We're all dancing ridiculously hard, we're all partying ridiculously hard. You have to look out for each other because shit can happen. EDM genres are a whole thing in and of itself. There's so many, and it's really difficult to pin an artist down to any one particular genre. And plus, I listen to so much EDM. It's like, who could possibly be my favorite? But if I had to absolutely choose a genre, I would say it would be like dark industrial EDM. And my favorite artist is probably Rez, and she's awesome, and her beats are amazing. So, I would say do your research on the festival that you're going to, and like look up the history of it, and like has it been a successful festival? Has it run for many years in the past successfully? If that's the case, then you'll probably have a great time and have whatever you need. But if you're going to a festival, just make sure to bring everything you think you may possibly need. Even if you don't bring it in with you and it just stays in your car, it's better to have it than to not have it. Because, especially for camping festivals, if you run out of supplies, you're screwed. There's nothing you can do. So be prepared for a couple of days. Definitely, water is your friend. Um, Drink as much water as your body will allow because I guarantee you sweat it out. The other thing is that at least for me, the first time I went to a rave, it was really intense. It's just so much stimuli. Everybody's bumping up against you. It's a very intense environment, and so the main thing I would say is just surrender. Like at a certain point, you just have to stop thinking about it and just sit there and dance. And that's what, the entire point of a rave is. I think the one that piques my interest the most is one it's called Lost Lands. I know it's up north somewhere. I don't know exactly where it is, but It's an entire week-long camping festival that's like themed around like dinosaurs in the Jurassic period, which sounds kind of lame, but trust me, it's really cool. And it has like, it takes advantage of all like the landscape around it. So there's a bunch of really, really cool stages. There's one that's like in a cavern, and I couldn't imagine listening to like bass music at 130 decibels inside of an echo chamber. That just sounds ridiculous.